Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 5th round of the AOR Hype Energy Season 16 Formula 3 League on the PC. We're here at the circuit Barcelona-Catalunya as the winter testing track lays host to the 5th round of this 21-round championship. This circuit was built back in 1991 in a small town approximately 25 kilometers outside Barcelona by the Catalan government, and was used for the first time only 19 days after it was finished. Between 2007 and 2016, this Grand Prix saw 10 different drivers win it. This track was also the host of the crazy 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, which saw Max Verstappen win the race to be crowned the youngest driver ever to win a Formula 1 Grand Prix at just 18 years and 228 days. The 2016 Grand Prix was not the only Grand Prix with upsets on the grid. Back in 2012, Pastor Maldonado took pole position and won the race the following day, making it Williams' first victory in 8 years, with Juan Pablo Montoya being the latest driver before that in 2004 winning the Brazilian Grand Prix, the last race of that season. Now for some track records. Fabrizio Donoso holds both the fastest pole time with a 1:39.424 and the fastest race time with a 45:09.301. Well, we hope to see at least the pole time being beaten today. The tyres used for this circuit are the super softs and the mediums, with soft tyres being the optimal to qualify on. And as always, the wet tyres will be the intermediates and full wets in the case that there is some rain. Now for a look at the 4.6 km or the 2.8 miles circuit Barcelona-Catalunya, with 16 turns, 7 to the left and 9 to the right, with the key overtaking points being turns 1 to 3 going through the chicane and up the hill, downhill braking for turn 10, and of course turn 14 to 16 as the chicane and the last corner is crucial for both the lap you're on and the next lap. Now Jess will take you for a lap around the track.
Hello and welcome to Circuit de Catalunya in Spain for round 5 of AOR's F1 2018 leagues. A track where we've seen some great battles in the past, both in AOR and in real life as well. Which drivers are going to get involved in battles today? We shall have to wait and see what happens now. Approaching turn 1, braking just before the 50-metre board, going down to third gear after the kilometre-long DRS straight, sweeping towards turn 2 and turn 3. We'll need a lot of traction and downforce speed going through there because it's really fast. The corner where it takes a lot of tyre life going flat out, so be careful with that. Just gone into turn 4 in 4th gear and then about to go all the way into 6th gear at turn 5. Now taking the right hand side line, clipping the corner to gain the best possible run. About to go into turn 6 and 7. Power is definitely needed going up the long hill, and they're about to approach the long DRS straight going into turn 9 out of the back straight. It is very fast because driver cannot see the apex of the exit or the corner. And then we head to the tricky turn 11 where a lot of people do get caught up there, and they've got to be careful not to go flat out there again because we could see some incidents incoming. Approaching the final few corners of turns 13 and 14 coming up, giving it your all then to gain maximum speed and give it all you got. So here we go then. That was a lap around the Catalunya circuit. Good luck to all AOR drivers racing in these leagues on PC, PS4 and Xbox One.
So, Cozzie, after being promoted with me from Formula 4 to now Formula 4, are you looking forward to commentate this race?
I'm looking forward to commentate any race I am given the opportunity for, whether it be for F4 or today's race here in F3. So high caliber of drivers. So we should be seeing some really competitive times here in qualifying. We've already seen some so far. And yeah, let's hope for a great race.
Yes, as you can see, Hayden is now on provisional pole with a 117.5, already beating the beating the current record.
Yeah, we should be seeing times tumble towards the end of the session when more rubber is available. And we should be seeing around about a mid 116, maybe.
Yes, maybe. That would be optimal at least.
Yep, Hayden's not far off it.
No, as these cars are very, very quick.
Especially that turn 9.
Yes.
All the corners. A mixture of high speed and low speed ones here in Barcelona. I'm on board with JSR coming through turn 9. It's flat out for qualifying. Not so much the race because, you know, it's very hard on the tyres that corner and will produce lots of tyre wear for the drivers. Where in qualifying it's not that needed as much, but in the race it's definitely something the drivers need to conserve.
Yes, as we can see, JSR qualifying on the super softs. Actually, all the drivers qualifying on super softs except Darpy, iPony, and Tom 97HD.
He's actually coming around the final corner, this Tom. He's thinking to start his lap, yeah. So might as well go on board with the YouTuber, who's actually did a very good job in Baku, claiming second place to his name after I think he was disqualified in Australia. Or was he disconnected?
I think he. Let me just check up on that, as he could be disqualified. Something we don't want any drivers to be in this race, or any race for that sake.
Yeah, he could attend Bahrain and China. It's a pretty good race for himself, but looking to keep up that good momentum from Baku and possibly get himself another podium for McLaren.
Yes, as he comes now onto the second DRS straight, looking good.
Remember, he's on those yellow striped soft tyres, which I've been told that is the optimal qualifying tyre, or the optimal tyre to start the race on at least. As super soft is not healthy for tyre wear. It will degrade quicker than you might think, unlike the soft tyres, which will go far in the race and then maybe go on to the set of mediums. But Tom crosses the line now, and it was a 117.8, but I think he got it invalidated somewhere.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah, probably somewhere notable, like the turn 14-15 chicane. We'll see a lot of incidents today where drivers might just overcut the mark a little bit and just run a bit wide and pick themselves up a warning, and that's probably what's happened to Tom right there.
It's very unfortunate, but those floppies, as they're called, are very, very close to the track. They don't allow for much corner cutting through those turns.
Spain, a track, you saw in the esports, I don't know, but there was a massive controversy with the corner cutting rules, and Codemasters have thankfully done something about it. So Spain is a track where if you do mess up a few corners, then you will be punished, and that has definitely been a part of Tom's lap just then.
Yes, as we have Lehman here on a qualifying lap, coming down to the aforementioned chicane, and he goes directly into the pits, as it looks like he was maybe cutting that corner a slight bit.
I think it's pronounced La Man. I don't know. We have to accustom to these new names that we've been seeing. We've been seeing different names for the first 4 rounds of the season. We're gonna have to adjust to the different names. But there are a few names that I am familiar with, even not yourself.
Yes.
Hayden is definitely a name I'm familiar with.
Yes,
and he tops time sheets currently.
Yes, he's on an out lap currently, going to see if he can improve his lap.
Yeah, looks like he's committing to the super softs to start the race on. Maybe not. Maybe people are preferring the track position rather than the soft tyres in the long run, which might be better. But you know, We
Yes,
are
it could
in the
be.
commentary box, we are not in the driver's seat, so they know more than we do.
Yeah, they probably do.
Hayden's about to start his lap right now. If you want to go on board with him,
Yes, as we have
there's quite a few drivers on the track right now.
Yes, only a couple of drivers still sticking to stay in the pits. Actually, 5 drivers that haven't set a time yet. As we have Hayden here beginning his first flying, or well, presumably his second flying lap, but
yep.
Another flying lap from him, the man who's on professional pole position.
Through turn 1, 2, and this is a flat out turn 3 for the Toro Rosso. You can't go onto the astroturf because that will unsettle the car.
Yes.
But he avoids that. The Salbert gets out of the way for him into turn 4. Take a wide line and then cut back to the right hand side for turn 5, downhill.
Very tricky braking zone.
Yep, does that pretty well. And now the chicane of turn 7 and turn 8. Very bumpy, very easy to unsettle the car there. Now through turn 9, it's barely flat out for the Toro Rosso and braking down towards turn 10. One of the only heavy braking boards. Yeah, he did look up there. Now the very technical third sector. Not a lot of high speed here. Oh, it goes deep into that corner. It's not going to help him. Is he bailed in a lap? I don't think he has.
No, it looks like he will try and complete it here. Goes through full throttle through the last corner, opens the DRS. And that is a new fastest lap. 1:17.447. It looks like he was going to improve it the most of it, but then he went deep into some corners in the third sector.
Yep, he went 800 quicker than his previous best. So he's still on pole, but there will be others to challenge him. For example, Tom 97 HD, who I'm on board with right now, he's gone back onto the super soft, so he must not have been having a great relationship with the softs, and he's gone back onto the faster red stripe tyres. Interesting to see how he performs.
As he comes through turn 4, now down to the... Oh, goes a bit on the grass and gets a bit wayward, but down into the tricky braking of turn 5. And then a full throttle sprint down as Julian sets a new fastest lap time, 1:17.104.
On the soft tyres.
Oh yes, as he retires from the session, presumably because he thought that time would be very good.
He always feels like he cannot beat that. He wants to start on the soft tyres. Remember, you are only given one set of soft tyres compared to the 2 or 3 sets of the super softs in qualifying. So obviously, it's very unlikely you're going to improve on a time like that. Very good lap time from Red Bull driver Duppy in the second Red Bull. So it's Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. As you say that,
Tom very close to setting a new fastest lap with a 1:17.156.
Yeah, splitting the Red Bull drivers, and he's also on the super soft, so that'll be very interesting. The dash towards turn 1.
Yes,
but obviously we've still got 5 minutes left in the session, so don't just count that out. Don't count anyone else.
As it is officially the longest straight down to turn 1 from the starting grid on the F1 calendar.
Ah, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day, hey? So that's going to make the start very interesting indeed.
Yes, with Tom presumably would get the better start with the better grip from the super softs, and then seeing if Julian and Duppy will be able to. Maybe Julian will hold him back for.
Oh dear!
Oh, someone was off there.
The man is off at turn 12. It looks like he's got gravel all over his tyres.
Oh yeah,
and he's going to bail into the pits. He must have made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for him, as it looks like all the drivers will be going into the pits now to fit another set of tyres to go on the last flying lap.
Yep, everyone, I think. Oh, apart from Enigma in the Ferrari, everyone is coming either in the pits or coming into the pits.
As we
Enigma leaving a bit late.
Yes, as we had. I think that was RSR or Ram trying to improve his lap time, but not being able to do so.
Yeah, Ram drop in 11th place, currently outside the top 10. So he's on the soft tires as well. Looks very nice, matching the yellow black of the Renault. Great livery that it is. He's just behind his teammate JSR in 10th place. Be interesting to see how that battle unfolds. I'm bored with Enigma now. I think he might. Yeah, he's going to finish the lap. So if we go on board with him as he comes up towards the line now on the soft tyres, and he puts himself 4th place. Very well done, sir. He's in between Duppy and Ian Bastain. Yeah, very good lap time.
As we have Ram with a new fastest lap time, 1:17.07.
He was going for it, and wow, that's a very good lap time. Julian has been knocked off his throne a bit, down to 2nd place. Very good lap time from Ram drop. Thought you were gone then for a second. Just can't have a bit of silence on the stream there. Apologies, but yeah, we are back.
Yes, I think Discord was having some issues with the audio.
Oh, unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
Yes.
But
not all
things
technology
happen.
is perfect.
Well, as long as it's gone for the race, then we are fine and dandy's got 2 minutes of this qualifying session left to go. Most people are now coming out for their outlaps before they do that mad dash to complete their final flying lap and put themselves in the best position possible for the race.
Yes, as almost all the drivers are out on an out lap, going around and warming their both engine tyres and brakes. Very important to warm those up, as if they're cold, you will not get the optimal lap time.
Warm the engine up. You want it to go? You want it to be that warm? Oh,
Yes.
I know. I
You
know
don't
it
want
needs
to have
be
it
a good
cold.
temperature. True, but I don't think you want to have it that warm where it's
You don't want
possible to blow up.
You don't want to have it cooking. That would be.
No, that wouldn't be ideal.
No, that would make it explode, which is not something we want to see.
No, but I think Codemasters can program a blowing up engine because I think the real life teams want to see their cars in that position. But Ruben puts himself 4th place on the grid. So it wasn't Enigma, it was Duppy, and now it's Ruben on that 4th place.
Yes, let's see what Tom can do here, going out on his flying lap, his last flying lap.
Yep, man in 3rd place. Could he challenge Ramjob? Ramjob is in the pit, so he will play no further part in qualifying. It's all down to Tom, not Ruben.
As Pony set
his name.
Pony maybe sets a new lap time into 2nd place.
Whatever his name is, however you say it, it doesn't matter because he's in 2nd place. Very good lap time. Again, soft tyre runner. So it just backs up my point that soft tyres are the optimal one, but not for Tom. Tom wants to have a different say on things, and he is coming down towards turn 10. So the 21.8 on his second time. So let me compare that to Ramjop. He did. Oh, I'm not really sure. To the 28.6.
As Corny sets a new fastest lap, 1:16.2, almost
Holy
a second
smokes.
faster. And now Tom will come through.
Surely Tom has to improve on his lap time. Surely. And he does.
He does. 2nd place. Very well done.
Okay, so it's the soft tyres are the preferred strategy.
As Ruben unfortunately has run out of fuel, it looks. So that will.
I think he just set his lap time beforehand and like bailed this lap. It must have looked like. But he's out of fuel. He is one of the last drivers to finish qualifying. Two Saubers still going through though.
And we have Skatey going through the last corner. What can he produce? He can't improve his lap time. Oh, what's that?
Assassin!
Assassin! Third position, very well done. And that will be the finished starting grid with Corny on pole position, Tom97HD rounding off the first row of the grid, then Assassin, Ram, IE Pony, Julian, Ruben, Darpy, Enigma, JSR rounds off the top 10. Bastine, Hayden, Quilon, Skatey, Limon and Adidas tracksuits in 16th position.
So you know Hayden was like on provisional pole for a solid part of that session. He's down in 12th place.
Yes.
So drivers left it late, but not late enough. Corny on pole.
Yes, very well done by him.
Interesting to see the strategies, the super soft versus the soft tyres. We're assuming that the super soft guys will try and pull away as much as possible before the soft tyres start to kick in fully, and once they will get faster than the super soft runners will dive into the pits, and then we'll let the race unfold from there. But there you go then. On screen you see the qualifying classification for this Spanish Grand Prix. I am really looking forward to what the drivers can put on a show for us today.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting to see as the top 10, sorry, the top 6 is all within 1 second of each other to see their lap times there.
Yep, Ramdrop is a leading soft tyre runner, so he will try and stay in that position ahead of all the other soft tyre runners, whilst the top 3 try and pounce on their quicker tyre at the start. But yeah, I'll have to see how this race unfolds. We haven't commented on an F3 race before, so we don't know how it's going to go. So that's probably the excitement that comes with this.
Yes, let's hope for a clean race. We don't want to see any drivers getting disqualified.
Did Tom get disqualified, or did he disconnect?
I think no, he is still on. He's still connected.
No, I mean in Australia. We were trying to look that up.
I think he got disconnected.
Right, that makes sense.
Yes, so no drivers disqualified, hopefully.
Yep.
As we have here the drivers still loading into the session for the formation lap and the race.
It's dry, which is good.
Yes, that is very good.
No rain, the clouds are pretty, well, the sky is pretty clear to me, no clouds.
But you never know, the rain could come in.
Yep, as I said, well, the only people that know the scheduled weather condition is the drivers who are on their formation lap right now. We are going into the unknown for this race. In a lot of ways, new drivers, new teams, new everything for us. Hopefully, we'll see the same amount of action we've seen in previous races, and we're hoping for a clean but fair race.
Yes, as we have the top 3 starting on super softs, then everybody but Iron and Adidas is starting on softs. Iron and Adidas will be starting on the mediums.
Ian Bastane, the one outside of the top 10, he'll be looking to stay out of trouble if he wants to make that medium starting time work. Obviously the harder tyres, probably the hardest ones to get up to optimal temperature. So yeah, look how much he's weaving on the back straight, just trying to make sure those tyres are up to a good temperature for the start of the race. As will everyone, to be fair.
Yes, as you don't want any cold tyres on the starting grid.
Nope, especially for the top 3 on those super soft tyres. But yeah, Corny rounds the chicane for the first of 34 times it should be, including the formation lap.
Yes, he will hoping to see it himself just to drive into the sunset. But that's not what we're hoping. We're hoping for close racing all the way through.
Yep, Tom will definitely have something to say about your statement there. But it all depends on this first lap on the rundown towards turn 1 there. The longest run down towards the first corner in the calendar apparently, so we should be seeing some side-by-side action throughout the field as we gear up for the Spanish
as we
Grand
have
Prix.
the last driver parking there. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's lights out, and away we go down to turn 1, as that would be Assassin gets a great start, and Tom into first position, as we have Ram going round the outside, trying at least. That would be IE Pony trying to go around the outside of him then, as we have a Red Bull going off behind there. That would as it looked, all the drivers came through cleanly from that first corner there. Not like in the real Grand Prix.
Obviously, yeah, but not Corny with a horror start. Down in 8th position. He must have bogged down extremely well. And he's
that's a Ferrari.
off the road. Oh, what happened to Enigma? Enigma's been barged out the road, it looks like. And he's down to 14th position.
Yes, that is correct, as we have here IE Pony
Julian's
going
putting
around
a lot of pressure on Ram. Tom started to pull away on a bit on those super soft tyres expectedly. Corny and Assassin had really bad starts, and they're going to have to make up a lot of the ground if they want to catch Tom.
Yes, maybe they hadn't warmed up their tyres enough for the race start, as Tom sets the provisional fastest lap of this Grand Prix.
Watch out for second place, because Julian's going to try and move on the Renault into turn 1. Ram drop Cozzie inside. Julian can't find a way past. Will he try through turn 2 and turn 3? Fernando Alonso made a great move through turn 3 on the real life Grand Prix, but Julian's a bit too far back to challenge on this occasion.
Yes, if you can hold it around the outside of turn 3, that is very skilled. Something that you maybe only can do on some fresh super softs. As it's on that
Hayden's going side by side with Skatey through turn 4. The Ferrari keeps Italian inside by turn 5. After the remaining point position, for the last point position, Hayden gets past the Ferrari. With Ian Bastine all over the tail of these two drivers from the medium tyres, remember. And there's more battles down the field. Corny is going to try around the outside of his teammate here. Mercedes dueling. We've seen that not go so well for the team in the past.
Yes, back in 2016, which ended out being a very good day for Max Verstappen, winning the race.
He's in a Red Bull, Julian's in a Red Bull, but he's fallen off the tail of Ramjock somewhat. Tom is pulling ever more a lead on Ramjock as he tries to extend his lead with his super soft tyres. As there's more battling going on the field, Mercedes drivers have swapped positions.
Once again, yes, they have swapped positions indeed. As we have Ruben going on that AstroTurf.
Yeah, expect that Corny gets past with those quicker tyres.
Yes, as they super soft runners, if they have been going too hard on them in the qualifying, they will have to pit quite early and try to have a pair of mediums hold all the way till the end, or maybe try two-stopper with the normal softs.
Well, two-stop is a big risk in the formality of the races because the drivers are so bunched up in terms of pace, where a second pit stop could be really crucial in deciding the race. Tom, especially, you know, an extra 20 seconds added to his time, it's going to put him way down the field, surely.
Yes, as we have some battling going on here down in 13th. With Enigma trying to get past Baston, as we have Ramjock setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix here, trying to catch up to Tom again.
Ooh, that's very interesting. Is that a sign that Supersofts are slowly, very slowly, but surely starting to degrade somewhat, and that'll mean that'd be great news. Ramjock, he'd be licking his lips in anticipation of seeing that papaya orange McLaren getting ever closer. It's getting really close, actually. Tom's starting to drop off a little bit.
Looks like he
There
will
he's
be having to pit early. Maybe he used those super soft tyres too much in qualifying.
Getting all out of shape when the exit of turn 9. Ramjob is within a second. He has got that rear wing open, as has Julian, as has iPony, as has Duppy. 5-car train for the lead of the Grand Prix.
Yes, let's hope for some great battling here, with 4 drivers on soft and only Tom on the super softs up front there in that train.
Goodness me, Tom's tyres have really fell off the cliff, it looks like.
Yes, and
he's lost a heap of time to Ramjob,
and he chose not to pit there as IU Pony sets a new fastest lap of this Grand Prix.
Ramjob is going to try and go round the outside.
And he gets it before the braking zone into turn 1 and 2. Yeah, he's well past. It looks like Tom will pit this lap. He surely will.
Tom's really struggling here.
Yes, as he's having trouble keeping it in the racing line through that turn 3 there.
Ramjob already pulled a 7/10 gap, make that 8/10. And Julian is now all over the tail of the McLaren. These two have had some history together, battling in China. And now they'll be trying, well, Julian will be trying to get past the McLaren once again. Should be a bit easier though this time, because Simpson tyres and Tom's Tom's tyres, sorry, I should say, have really crying enough right now. As
Hayden has gotten a 3-second time penalty, presumably for cutting the corner off the last chicane, as there were Williams of IE Pony going off in that corner.
Yep, Duppy says thank you very much and moves up into 4th place. As his teammate is all over the back of Tom. Will he come to the pits?
He surely will.
Let's see.
Yeah, he pulls into the pits for a pit stop there. As Ramjob sets the new fastest lap of this Grand Prix.
Oh, Corny's out!
Corny, what happened with him?
I don't know, but I think he might have tried to come into the pits there. And I think he's hit the pit entry wall there. He's parked on the apex of the final corner.
Very unfortunate, but yeah, no safety car. Very interesting that the stewards are choosing not to get that out, as he's parked in a bit of a dangerous position there on the entrance to the pit and in the last corner. Back to Tom then. Tom is out in a lot of clean air. 14th place, 8.6 seconds to the Adidas tracksuit. As AOR, Enigma and Le Mans are going side by side through turn 7. Le Mans just about has the edge over the Ferrari. Good battling between them two. Not a place you really see side by side moments, but AOR, that's what happens in AOR. As he's going to go down the inside again. It's a Ferrari. Le Mans just about has better traction around the outside, and Force India just about stays ahead of the Ferrari for now. Any more moves happening? Yes, there is. Look at the two Red Bulls going side by side. That's Duppy ahead of Julian. Through the turns 1 and 2, as we have Julian just hanging on through turn 3. Very difficult to do with the dirty air going down to turn 4. Trying to just keep as close as he can, so when he gets out on the DRS straight, he can just nip past that DRS. As Enigma and Assassin switches position, and Assassin falls down again with the Adidas tracksuit overtaking him. Yep, he's the last one of the remaining super soft starters, as Corny is out of the race, and obviously Tom did pit 2 laps ago, and he's already gained a lot on these guys battling. Quite expected, to be honest. Yes, as it looks like he will be trying to get it all the way home with a pair of medium tyres. Maybe think of doing a 2-stop at some point with another pair of super soft tyres, if he has some. Yeah, it will be very interesting to see how his tyres, how he can manage the tyres
if there is need to go on to a second, or to do a second stop, sorry.
Yes,
Or
as
he
we
can
have here
manage
Duppy
to-
trying to go down the inside of... Oh, sorry, Julian trying to go down the inside of Duppy into turn 1, but not quite managing to do so. As that... And Ian going round or down the inside of Hayden through turn 1s and 2, doing what Julian couldn't do.
Yep, Ian on those medium tyres, like to bring them up. Kalon goes very wide at the exit of turn 4. So the Williams are filling inside of a Toro Rosso sandwich here. Ian will try and get past the second Toro Rosso. Looks like he's struggling a little somewhat. It's getting twitchy at turn 7. With those medium tyres starting to work a bit more now for the Williams. As some tyre wear starts to kick in for the soft tyre runners.
And then the medium runners will hopefully be able to gain what they have lost with the super soft tyres.
Indeed.
As we have here still Iron trying to get a good run on Keelan to get past him. Now
Look at the train Kalon's causing.
Oh yeah, as we have, going down the inside with the DRS. Ian gets past well before the braking zone, just easily through turn 1s, 2 and 3.
Good move from the Williams. He dispatches off both Toro Rossos in successive laps.
As
Kalon looks like he's struggling a lot. Is Hayden going to try and move on his teammate? Not just yet.
No, he just went into the mirrors to indicate that he was there, but he didn't go for the move.
Indeed, Skatey.
As
Right
there
behind
he
the two
tries to
pairing
go
as they
down the
did
inside.
Did they touch?
Yes, it looked like they touched a little bit, but...
Oh, it's the man going down the inside of Skatey. It's all kicking off here. Oh, the man's going to try going on the inside of turn 9. Surely not. That's not a place you want to see side-by-side battling. But the man tries to do it, and here comes Enigma now. And the Adidas tracksuit. Skatey just about hanging on to his 9th place, but Le Mans looks very eager to dispatch off the Ferrari. Oh, watch out for 3rd place. Julian just offending on iPony.
Oh yes, indeed, going through turn 3 there. As iPony will be trying to look
Julian
for
goes
that
very wide. Try around the outside of turn 4. It's not going to happen, it looks like. Yeah, Julian shuts the door, slams shut, and that's a yellow flag somewhere in sector 3. It's an assassin,
Yes.
I think. Yep.
Yeah, as he just went out.
Yeah, not going well for him.
No, but back
Tom's
to the
flying.
fight. Yeah, but back to the fight for 3rd position. As we have iPony close behind on the 2nd DRS straight, tries to go around the outside. Not a move you usually see through there. Very easy to cover off on the inside.
Yep, turn 10, not a place the overtaking. This is down the inside, which isn't possible for the Williams. They'll have to try through the chicane and now down through turn 16 and now onto the main start finish straight. You'll have DRS, unlike the Red Bull, so already at an advantage. Tongue twister there, but here we go then. The Williams round the outside on the Red Bull. Can he make it stick round the outside at turn 1? Yes, he can.
He can. Very well done
Super
by
move.
him. As we just had, while that overtaking was being done, we had Le Mans getting a 3-second time penalty.
And add to his loads, Ferrari of Enigma trying to go down the inside. Can't get past just yet. So I've tuck him behind somewhat as Kalon looks like he's really struggling here. Hayden's got past him the lap prior. And he's got such a strain behind him. Skatey's going to dive down the inside at turn 4. Le Mans going to try around the outside of Skatey. Skatey's now going to have the inside line for turn 5. Oh, sorry, outside line for turn 5. Kalon just about get in there. It's all playing into Hayden's hands. He managed pulling away a lot on this battle. Skating Le Mans going side by side. Le Mans get pushed out wide. That's not allowed Enigma to get past. And now Adidas tracksuit down the inside of him in turn 9. Battles all over the place. And this is all playing into Tom's hands. Look at this. Look how much he's gaining on these guys battling.
Be able to catch up and just wait for them to pit, and he'll surely be gaining a lot off of that.
Yep, indeed, Enigma and the man going side by side. Oh, Enigma's off.
Oh yeah, Enigma's off there, taking the old track to just keep it on something that doesn't destroy his tires too much, as Ruben gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, Enigma comes into the pits, and Tom is in closing range of Adidas tracksuit,
as he is very close, following behind him.
Yeah, this was a risk that preferring track position over the overall quicker tyre in the race has cost Tom here. He's behind this train, and they're not going to give that place up to the McLaren without a fight, especially looking at the previous laps of these guys battling all over the shop. Kalon ahead of Skatey, ahead of Le Mans, ahead of Tracksuit, ahead of Tom, who rounds out this little train.
As almost all the drivers out there just touching the gravel. As I think that was...
Contact!
That was
no,
that...
Tom's made contact, I think.
Oh, no, I think Tom just avoided it, but Le Mans has gone round. Indeed, as Duppy and iPony goes into the pits.
Le Mans spun round in the exit of turn 10. I think he made contact with...
Yeah, as Tom dives into the pits here. Tom has damage. And I think as well as at least Tom is pitting again, that means that he probably has some end plate damage.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it on the left-hand side of his front wing. Yep. And who knows, for the McLaren, what a shame. His strategy didn't pay off.
No, as he was in such a good position in that train, just being able to sit behind and wait for them pitting. But now he'll have to pit another time himself. Very, very unfortunate for him.
Comes out on the soft tyres. Can he make those last to the end? I don't think he can.
I don't think so. That would be 20 laps. I mean, if he can, that would be spectacular.
It'll be spectacularly spectacular, if anything.
Yeah.
Because all the drivers are now start on the soft tyres, so pitting on lap 13, Roundjob and Julian, and AOR Ruben. So Tom has to do that length plus 7 extra laps.
Yes, he could maybe try and do that on some super soft if he has any.
Yeah, I remember once, I'm pretty sure there was a bit of a thing going on in career mode titles where I think it was Arav and Team at Marduk saying they're tyre saving gods. Tom was not a tyre saving god, so he's going to have to pull something out the back here if he wants to be a tyre saving god and get those tyres to the end of the race.
As iPony is on the back of Julian as he goes down the inside on the exit of turn 3 and on to turn 4. Yeah, he makes that move stick. Very well done by him.
Good move from the Williams.
Yes,
and he's now in between the two Red Bulls.
Yes, he's now just gonna drive off from Julian there, as Duppy gets a 3-second time penalty.
That's careless.
Yes, that's
on the exit of turn 7.
Yes, as we have Keelan and Skatey battling it out with just Keelan going down the inside. I think that was of Skatey.
Battle for the last points paying position. That is Kalon and Skatey. Skatey's looks like he dropped off a little bit, and Assassin is now on his tail. So Assassin, after making that mistake earlier on, has caught up back onto this train. Tom97 HD just behind Enigma in 13th place. What could have been for his race. JSR is way down the field in 15th place.
That's looking like he has some trouble of some sort.
A lot of trouble for the Renault driver. His teammate though doing very nicely indeed in 2nd place behind Ian Bastain, who's unsurprisingly still out there on those medium tyres. As well as Adidas tracksuit in 6th place.
And Le Mans has not pitted yet on the soft tyres. Very well done by him as Tom overtakes Enigma.
Le Mans has got his mirrors full of silver arrow. Has got the Mercedes of Ruben all over his tail. He'll defend. Round the outside goes Mercedes. Can't make the move. Stick for Senior. Defending for his life. It looks like, even despite the extreme tyre disadvantage, he's doing very well for himself.
Yes, as it looks like Enigma's out. Somewhere he crashed in what looks like Sector 2. As we're just on board with JSR to find out what happened. As we can only speculate.
There he is on the side.
As he has gone off after, was that turn 9 or turn 10 into the wall?
Turn 9 there.
Not
it's a
something,
big shame.
Yes, not something you usually see, but very unfortunate. As Tom sets a new fastest lap with almost a 120 dead.
Very good lap time from him as the man comes out of the pits in 13th place behind the McLaren driver, as he now chase after Assassin and Skatey. Julian picks himself up a 3-second penalty. Not really sure where about, because he was picking that up on the straight there. Unless
Maybe
it was...
he could have exceeded the track limits at the start of the straight. Maybe trying.
That's very possible.
Yes, trying to utilise the slingshot effect, just going a bit too far off.
Yep, good point. As Ramdrop is within DRS range of Ian Bastain.
As iPony sets a new fastest lap, 1:19.958. Very good lap time in the race here on what would then be mediums.
A lot of drivers on the medium
as
tyres.
we have Assassin almost half spinning into the grass.
Oh, good shout there. Assassin makes another mistake, and Tom says, "Thank you very much. I'll move myself up to 11th place."
As we have Ram coming up to Iron Bastine in first position. Maybe we'll see a change for the lead here in Sector 3. Or maybe down the DRS straight.
Probably won't fight this too much.
As he takes a very defensive line, and Ram is just passed before the braking zone even begins.
Ram sails round the outside on most fresh and medium tyres. Ian knows his battles and knows that wasn't a battle to be fought, and he gives up the decision nice and easily, not compromising his race.
As Ian Bastien actually continues on this lap with 16 laps old medium tyres, now 17 laps old.
Yep, expect him to go for a few more laps as he has to pit in a good window for the soft tyres to mix the end of the race. I'm assuming he's going to pit onto a set of the yellow stripe tyres, as will Adidas tracksuit, I imagine, who's still ahead of Ruben, it looks like. Ruben can't get past us yet.
Yes, as we have those two trying to battle it out for 6th place. Some okay points up for grabs there.
It's going extremely defensive to the inside for turn 4. Ruben's going to have to go around the outside, and it's a clean pass. Braking later, and with the optimal line through that corner, he gets past the very worn medium tyre truck Sauber driver.
A very easy pass there through turn 3 and 4.
Sauber driver knows the Mercedes driver is not worth compromising his race for, having a battle, and just lets him pass nice and easily. down 7th place, but got a nice gap for to Hayden in 8th place.
As it looks like all the drivers have stabilized themselves where they are in this race, and it's just about making it till the end now.
Tracksuit pits.
Oh yes, it does. Here on lap 19 on what would then be 18 laps worn, medium tyres. Maybe he'll go on for some soft tyres. He'll probably do that.
Yep. I doubt he's going to try for the 2-stop and go into super soft tyres, but you never know.
Yes, let's see here.
Yeah, soft tyres.
That is quite clear, the soft tyres he tries.
As he comes out, where does he come out in comparison to Le Mans?
In 13th, it looks like. Yeah, 13th position behind Le Mans.
Obviously, with those quicker tyres, Le Mans, oh my goodness me, that's another 3-second time penalty.
Yes,
Charles has been picking up a lot of them.
Yeah, really racking up those penalties, something you don't want to do in such a competitive field.
That's the 8th 3-second time penalty. Don't ask why I've decided to dig that out, the race director, but I have.
That is not something you want to. That is really not something you want to have in this race.
Ian Bastain comes into the pits as well.
Yeah, surely
so
he's
those
putting.
tyres
Yeah,
a long way.
that is also yellow striped soft tyres he will put on for his hopefully final stint.
Yeah, as he comes out in he's going to come out in 6th place.
Yes, just behind.
And crucially, he's going to have those quicker tyres to chase after Ruben.
Yes,
as
that's
Tom
Tom.
picks up a penalty.
It looks like all the drivers have a penalty, at least all the racing drivers.
Yeah, I'll see who hasn't got a penalty. I think Ramdrop's got a penalty.
Tracksuit also picks up another penalty.
Yeah, Dubby's got a penalty. My pony doesn't have a penalty, but he's on 2 warnings. Julian has that penalty. So iPony does have that advantage over Julian and Duppy. So
as iPony gets the penalty. As you say that.
It's for the commentator's curse in full play there. Ah, no, he only has 2 warnings, but he has 1 more, then he gets a penalty. And as soon as you say that, he picks himself a penalty.
We are very sorry to giving the commentator's curse.
I don't know why you're apologising. It's clearly my fault.
Well, I've done it too sometimes. We have all done it at some point.
Yep. So that cancels out that effective 2nd place he had if he just kept it within 3 seconds of Duppy. So he's going to have to try and now claw back all that time and get past him on track, or hope that Duppy gets himself a 3-second penalty.
Yes, as you know, everything can still happen in this race.
Yep, 2/3 of the way gone as Hayden. Dear me, that was something he wanted to hide in a hurry. Completely overmarked the chicane of turn 14 and 15. Almost like missing the turn 15, like almost forgetting it was a corner. And he quite rightly picks himself up
as we have
penalty.
Adidas tracksuit making a new fastest lap.
He is doing well for himself down in 13th place. He is going to gain a lot on these 2 guys who are battling out for 11th place, just outside the points, Assassin and Le Mans. Who's going to come out on top between these 2? Le Mans on the quicker tyres, so you will probably put money on him. But you never know. Assassin goes very deep into turn 7, so yeah, that probably just confirms that the man is eager to get past the Sauber driver.
Yeah, comes down with the DRS. Will he try? No, not yet. He'll just stick behind.
There's Ian Bastain with a fast lap of the Grand Prix. That smells bad news for Ruben.
As it
gaining a lot on the Mercedes.
As it looks like we've got Enigma in the YouTube chat here saying that he bottled it into the wall. He was having issues with his pedals before that, and then they went to half power. Very unfortunate, as we have that is Le Mans going down the inside of Assassin even before the brake zone begins into turn 1. But yeah, just a confirmation that Enigma just had some oversteer or some sort out of turn 9.
Yeah, a shame for him. He was looking on course for possibly some nice points for his tally, for his season tally, but not today. He's only got a week. Oh, that's Assassin off.
Is he? Yeah, that's him in the gravel as we have Keelan catching up to Hayden. As
Yep,
they
the
both
Toro
lock
Rosso
up.
teammates. Kalon putting a lot of pressure on Hayden. Will he play a team game here? Will Hayden let his teammate by, or will they go flat out to the finish?
It looks like that Hayden will defend as if it was some other driver on the grid. He will just go for track position. No team strategy there. And crucially, no
Franz
team
Tost
orders.
might be looking a bit nervously on the pit wall as Kalon has DRS. Hayden goes to the inside to defend. Kalon round the outside. Can he make the mistake into turn 1? Yes, he can. Hayden tries to fight back, but can't do anything about it. Kalon goes around the outside and moves up into 7th place.
Oh, as he just goes off there and gets a
Hayden
3-second
locks up
time
into him.
penalty.
Did Hayden make contact with him there? Not
Don't
quite sure yet.
think
Sure,
so.
Kalon defends the inside for turn 5. It's scrappy that end part of the battle as Kalon picks up another penalty. Running a bit too wide on the exit of turn 3.
Yes,
And Hayden,
yeah, he
I think
will
both,
now
I
lose the position.
think both do have 2 3-second penalties to their name.
Oh.
Let me just confirm that for you.
Oh yeah, as that was Keelan getting a bit wayward, allowing Hayden to catch up good there off the exit.
No, in fact, Kalon only has 1 to his name while Hayden has 2.
So that means that Hayden will have to overtake and get a 3-second gap as Baston and Ruben's battling out into turn 1. It looks like Baston overtook Ruben through the turn 1 with some fresher tyres. He's on those 4-lap soft tyres with Ruben on those 10 laps 1 mediums.
Now, crucially, can Ian catch up to Julian? He's 8 seconds adrift from the Red Bull with those fresher tyres, and the way he's been looking in this stint, anything is possible.
Yes, as you know, it is not over until the fat lady sings, and he will be trying to push all that he can to catch up to Julian.
There's the quote. I was waiting for it, and I was like,
No.
oh, we've only got 10 laps of the race left. Surely you can't go without the race without saying it. No.
Trust me, it
Not
will be
today.
said at every race this season.
Whether either F4 or F3, you pull it out of the bag every single time. But Ruben, back to the battle then for 5th place. Ruben within DRS range, but I don't think he's close enough to mount any challenge on the Williams driver. He's pulled away quite nicely there on the Mercedes. Yeah, too far back is a Mercedes driver, and that battle looks over. But one battle that isn't over is Skatey and Tom.
That is correct. With Tom getting into the points, he will surely be hoping for some more than just that one in 10th place. He'll be pushing all he can to try and overtake Skatey before the race is over.
Yep, but with those soft tyres degrading like a madman, can he still put the same amount of pressure on Skatey?
I don't think so.
we want?
I think he will have to pit just for the danger of those tyres puncturing.
Place your bets, everyone. Will Tom make it to the end of the race? We'll have to pit.
Yellow flags in sector 2. Somewhere someone gone off or something like that. Something you don't want to
I
do.
genuinely have as much idea as you do here. It might have been for Assassin. His tyres don't look too healthy, but I am clueless, to be honest. No one lost positions, so it's a guessing game, to be honest. Unless the guys watching the stream can confirm who was in a bit of trouble there, that'd be greatly appreciated.
As we
Tom
have,
Pitts.
as I said, Tom Pitts, as Ian picks up another 3-second time penalty. But yeah, Tom
That's
Pitts,
crucial.
what tyres will he put on till the end of this race? As there are 7
Super
laps
softs,
to go. Yes, he's putting on the super softs.
Assassin also Pitts.
Yes, that will maybe also be for the super softs. That will probably actually be for the super softs, as I don't think he will benefit from anything else.
Now, can Tom get into the points?
Maybe
He's
we don't know.
16.8 seconds adrift of an Adidas tracksuit.
I mean, it
Who's
could be.
1.5 seconds. He could. We don't know. Tom has shown on the race, so you never know.
No, you never.
It's gonna be quite a something.
Yes, but it is Formula 1.
Anything happens.
Yes, as I said, it is not over until the fat lady sings, so Tom can still get into the points.
Two in one stream? That's probably illegal. You're only allowed one.
Oh no. I'm deciding here.
One time you can.
I'm letting myself have another one of them.
Okay, time anyway. But back to the on-track action. Cozzie and Hayden are dueling. That looked quite strange. Was that lag involved there with Hayden's car?
That could be, but they got really close into turn 1. Not quite sure what could have been there.
Also, Skitty looking the quicker out of the two. Hayden has dropped back from Kalon. So Kalon's probably asserting his place on that 7th position, picking up 6 points for himself, unless he does a good old bottle, which, you know, people have been renowned for doing a lot in AOR history. But anyway, I digress. We go back onto the battle for 8th place. Skitty!
He just goes a bit too wide through that corner and just goes off the curb, which means you go off the track, which will give you a warning. But in this case, the 3rd warning, which means a penalty. Something you don't want to happen. But as she's catching up to Hayden, almost touching, as we're on that nice nose cam, getting real close to that gearbox. Now opening the DRS on the main straight, going down to turn 1, picking the inside as he goes past even before the braking zone begins, as many drivers have done in this Grand Prix.
Now Skate up into 8th place as Tom, there we go, fast lap of the Grand Prix. That's quite unsurprising. Seems seen as he is on those fresh super soft tyres. I'll be working perfectly for the McLaren, but is it too little too late to mount any pressure on the points?
I don't think he can do, as he has a 14.3 second gap. He will have to driving it extremely clean and not pushing too much, so he destroys his tyres. So it is a big challenge he's set out.
It's 5 qualifying laps for Tom, it looks like, if he wants any chance of those points. But something that'll put a smile on his face, or a slight smile on his face, is that 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th are all in battle. So we're losing a lot of time, while Tom gains a lot of time on these guys. Skitty hasn't pulled away from Hayden as much as he would like to. So Hayden will have a chance to re-overtake the Ferrari down the DRS straight. As here we go then, look how defensive Skate is going.
Yes, going all the way over to the opposite side of the track, almost touching the grass, but then returning to the optimal racing line.
You're allowed to do that. You have to move once and then move back to the racing line. So Skitty doing what the FIA has told the drivers to do, more like the AOR stewards have been telling them to do. Leads this battle: Ferrari, Toro Rosso, Force India and Sauber. A mix of colours there: red, blue, pink and what would you call a Sauber? A white or a
Yes,
dark red?
I
Or a
would
mix?
say a white, as that is what is predominant on that car, at least on the front. As we have Lima and Hayden going side by
Le
side.
Mans gets past Hayden.
Yes, as that is the Sauber with DRS trying to just edge past into that fight.
Le Mans gets him round the outside. Hayden moves down into 10th place. Good move from the Force Idiot, as now Hayden will have a lot of pressure from the predominant white Sauber, as you call it. Look how much traction the Sauber
Yes.
has on the exit of turn 16. He's side by side down the finish straight.
Yes,
Or on the
almost
finish line, I
past
should say.
before, yeah, well past before the braking zone. As Assassin picks up another 3-second time penalty.
Yep, I've seen easy moves in the past, and that is definitely up there. The tracksuit up into 10th, Hayden outside of the points. Big shame for him, as he's got 2 3-second time penalties, so... Or unlike 8th, 9th, and 10th, so he'll have no chances. Tom, he wants any chance.
Yes, as we said, he would have to drive it extremely clean. And what does he do? He cuts a corner, something he shouldn't
Whoa,
do.
he gets all out of shape on turn 5.
Oh, he does.
Lucky
Yeah.
not to end up on the gravel.
Yes, that
Very
is.
lucky.
That is probably Tom's points hope over, as there is what it looks like to be 2 laps left of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, miserable race for Tom. Got caught up in that incident where Le Mans got spun around at the corner he's at right now. And he's very unlikely to jump up any positions unless someone retires, which is looking very unlikely at this stage.
Yes, as we only have 2 drivers retired, and all the other drivers seem to be quite comfortably where they are, so they can just nurse their engines all the way home.
Well, you say that.
Almost
There's
all
still
the
a 4-way
drivers,
train
as
for
we have
8th
these
place.
4 drivers still battling out. We shouldn't forget them, as they will be
everyone
pushing
else
all
looks
they
like
can till the end of this race, trying to overtake each other and get the points. Well, Hayden will of course try as hard as possible to get those points.
If you look at the AOR deployment levels, Skaty with 37%, Le Mans with 46%, Adidas tracksuit at a disadvantage somewhat with 27%. Well, Hayden has just got a 70%, and he's going to rock up to this battle once again. Is he going to try down the inside for turn 10?
No,
Tracksuit's going to try it. Can Tracksuit get past the Force India into turn 11? Side by side through here, it's not an ideal place to be going wheel to wheel, but Tracksuit forces himself round the outside of the Force India and makes the move stick. 9th place is his, as
very well done.
Hayden gets a great view for that incident. So Mark gets a 5-second stop go.
For gained 1 place for corner cutting. That is not something he would have thought would happen to him. But that
Here
means
he comes out.
he will have to stop soon. Yes, he'll have to stop on this lap.
No, I don't think he has to. I think that only applied if he pits. If he doesn't pit, he'll get 5 seconds added to his time.
Yes, so a 5-second penalty, I think that would be, because I don't think he'll opt to pit now in this Grand Prix. As that
No,
would
not in a
send
position like he's in.
No, that would send him way down the grid. But with a 5-second penalty, that would put him down to what would be 11th position, just outside the points.
Yep. But as we were saying that, I think Hayden picked himself up another penalty. Let me just confirm this for everyone watching. Yes, he did. It's the 3rd penalty for Hayden, so that's 9 seconds worth of extra time. Big shame for him as Le Mans.
Oh, that was some
now
carbon fibre. I think he hit that Ferrari a little bit. Just saw some carbon fibre fly a bit off the track there, but not confirmed. As it doesn't look like
he's lost time now to Skaty.
Yeah, as that Sauber of Adidas tracksuit will try. As there's some yellow flags in sector 2.
Assassin it is. He's letting the leaders through.
Oh, that would be why maybe. As
Yep, if you're looking at the leaders, let's go back to round drop. We've not seen a lot of him today. You see, he's gonna come round the final corner.
very well done.
And
Just drove into the sunset after the pit stops at the start, but they're across the line, maybe running out of fuel a bit. Then Duppy in second, IE Pony comes off to round off the podium positions. Then Julian fourth, Bastion fifth. Then
look how
almost
happy
crashing.
Bastian is. Oh my word.
Then Ruben in sixth here over the line, also getting a bit wayward how happy he is. Then Keelan, the last corners here, he'll be happy with a 7th position with some good points there.
Watch have a tracksuit and Skatey though, they're still going hammer and tongue for that 8th place position. Skatey is just about gonna hang on.
For 8th position here. Then Adidas, then Limon rounds off. Well, no, that would be Hayden rounds off the top 10 as Limon is getting pushed out because of those penalties. Then Tom, unfortunately, in 12th. And then JSR in 13th. And we have Assassin already over the line in 14th. And
good race, that. I enjoyed that. I don't know about you.
No, that was a good race. Good race.
Not as much action and drama as what Baku produced.
No,
but definitely a good race.
It's definitely
that battle for 8th place was definitely something.
Yes, not something well, that would be something we usually see, but going all the way till the end, that is always something you want to see.
Yep. Much more quiet race for these top 3, especially rammed up.
Yes,
as soon as he dispatched off Tom 97 HD.
Yes, just drove into that sunset.
You can definitely see the sunset in sunny Spain. As there we go then, that is it.
Yes,
for the Spanish Grand Prix. Take us through the classification, please.
As we have, that was Ramjob.
Have you seen the penalties?
No. Oh yeah, there they are. But that would be Ramjob in first, Duppy second, IE Pony in third, Julian in fourth, Iron Bastion in fifth, Ruben in sixth, Keelan in seventh, Skates in eighth, Adidas Tracksuit in ninth. Hayden rounds off the top 10 by just keeping it in just behind Lehman without getting too many penalties. Then we have Lehman, Tom, very unfortunate, starting second place. We're in first, but then was in some crashes and got tangled up in that and had to pit some more. Then JSR in 13th, Assassin 14th, Enigma in 15th, and Corny in 16th, with both Enigma and Corny not being able to finish this race.
Ramjob, one of 2 drivers that finished the race that didn't pick up a penalty. So
yes, that is correct.
That's very well done to Ramjob and JSR for not using the track in places where you shouldn't. But there we go then. That is it then for round 5 of season 16 here in AOR F3 PCF3.
Yes, and we will hopefully be seeing you next time in 1 week's time at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting.
Yes, very, very interesting, with those walls being very close together on that track, just like Baku, maybe even closer than Baku. And very easy to go in there. You don't want to.
We should be back.
Yes.
We should be back for F4. The usual commentators of Thompson and Aladar should be back for next week. The usual F3 commentators. Me, myself, Cozzie, and Jensk should be back for F4 next week. But very good to stand in for F3. We do appreciate it. And that is going to be it then for the stream. Hope everyone watching did enjoy the action that was on screen for you. And thank you very much and good night.
Good night. See you next week.